Hello everyone! In this video, we will talk about one of the fermentation products, namely yogurt. Our team consists of Januar Dewata Raka, Aga Ofel Davian, and Tirta. So, first of all, what is yogurt? Yogurt is a product that is derived from pasteurized milk, which then fermented with certain bacteria until it achieves its unique sourness, smell, and flavor, with or without the addition of a load ingredient. Yogurt has ice cream or porridge-like texture, and yogurt is one of healthy food around the world. There are three types of yogurt based on the production method, flavor, and fat content. From the production method, there are two types of yogurt. The first one is set yogurt, and the second one is tiered yogurt. Set yogurt is a yogurt product which is incubated or fermented in a small place, and the characteristic of the coagulant is not transformed. Tiered yogurt is a yogurt that is fermented in a large place. After incubated, the products are packed in small packs, so the coagulant probably breaks before the cooling is done. From the flavor, there are three types of yogurt. The first one is flavored yogurt, the second one is plain yogurt, and the third one is fruit yogurt. Flavored yogurt is yogurt that has been added with synthetic flavor. The synthetic flavor usually is strawberry, cherry, orange, peach, levy, honey, and etc. Plain yogurt or natural yogurt has a very sour taste which is the original taste of yogurt. Not many people like this taste, so it is usually mixed in salad to reduce the sour taste. Fruit yogurt is plain yogurt that has been added with essence of fruit slices like mangoes, pineapples, papayas, bananas, and etc. Not only it has significant increase in taste and scent, but the nutrition is also increased. Usually the fruit slices or essence is just 10% of the whole yogurt composition. This addition is done after the milk is incubated for 1 hour. From the fat content, there are four types of yogurt. The first one is high fat content yogurt, which has 4.5 to 10% fat. The second one is medium fat content yogurt, which has 3 to 4% fat. The third one is low fat content yogurt, which has 1 to 3% fat. And the last one is very low fat content yogurt, which has lower than 1% fat.
So now we are going to discuss about the history of yogurt. Yogurt has been assumed to be consumed since 5000 BC and also discovered accidentally by the Mesopotamia. Other sources also stated that milk products were incorporated into human diet around 10,000 into 5000 BC with the domestication of milk-producing animals such as cows, goats, sheep, and other animals. During this time, herdsmen, especially in Middle East, used to carry milk with them by using the bags made from intestinal gut because milk spoiled easily. When stored inside the intestinal gut, they found out that the milk somehow became curdled and sour, preserving it and allowing for conservation of dairy product for extended period of time. These people also realized the health beneficial of this product, for some of them wrote that they live a longer and healthier life than before consuming these products. Yogurt also traced back to Caucasus mountain region of Russia, where the people are mostly nomadic, and as subsistence used both milk and meat of cows, sheep, goats, and yaks. The fermented product from this region, known as kefir, translated as good feeling, also earned its reputation as a gift of gods because of its health beneficial. So, for your information, Indian Ayurvedic scripts dating about 6000 BC refer to the health benefits of consuming fermented milk products. Then, yogurts also very well known in the Greek and Roman Empire. In the Bible, especially in the book of Job, it is stated that Abraham owed his longevity to yogurt consumption, and there is a reference, land of milk and honey, which interpreted by many historians as reference of yogurt. Also, King Hiskan, during his conquest, known to have fed his army with nutritious products, such as the fermented product kumbis. The word yogurt comes from the Turkish word yogurmak, means thicken, coagulate, or curdle. The Turks were also the first to evaluate yogurt's medicinal use for a variety of illnesses and symptoms, such as diarrhea and cramps, and to alleviate the discomfort of sunburned skin. In the 20th century, researchers provided an explanation about the health benefits of yogurt consumption. In 1905, Stamen Grigorov discovered Bacillus bulgaricus, a lactic acid bacteria used in yogurt production today. In 1909, Ilya Mechnikov suggested that lactobacilli in yogurt were associated to the longevity in Bulgarian peasant population. Yogurt became popular when Isaac Karasov began producing yogurt jams, and the first yogurt laboratory and factory were opened in France in 1932. In the USA, the first laboratory and factory were opened in 1941. Okay, now we are going to discuss about processing technology of yogurt. The first one is milk pasteurization and denaturation. In this process, we kill the contaminating microbes. Then we denature whey in milk to give yogurt better texture. Then pasteurization followed by denaturation for 20 minutes at 85 centigrade. Then the next step is fermentation. In this step, we use cultures such as Streptococcus thermophilus, Lactobacillus debroichi subspecies, and other cultures. In fermentation, it produces lactic acid which makes the sour taste in yogurt. Traditionally, the cultures used are gained from former yogurt production, or we call it as back sloping. But in modern production, cultures are grown separately and then added to ensure quality. For the fermentation itself, it took about 4 to 12 hours at 40 to 45 centigrade, or as per instruction. The next step is addition of flavors. Flavoring agents such as fruit jam or fruit essence may be added. The fruit jam can be made by boiling the fruit with water at 95 centigrade for 6 minutes. Then the next one is packaging. Storage containers should be clean. Sterilization in boiling water is highly recommended. And the next step is cooling. After packaged, the yogurt is cooled to prolong the shelf life and slowing the metabolism of cultures. The cooling temperature is 4 centigrade. Then the final one is quality control. Finished yogurt is quality checked to make sure the yogurts are made to the standard.
Yogurt quality control. For the milk itself, the milk should not be spoiled. It should supposed to be pasteurized and denatured at 85 degrees for 20 minutes. And for the culture itself, for backsloping cultures from flavored yogurt are not recommended. And the next one is purchase starter cultures, usually only hold for 3 until 4 cycles for backsloping. After that, the flavors usually becomes too sour. And for the container itself, it's should be clean. It can reduce the chance of contamination. For the sterilization itself, the boiling water is very recommended. The next one is for the storage itself. The storage itself, yogurt should be stored in cold temperature to reduce the metabolism rate of the probiotics, so the yogurt taste is not so sour. And the next one, the yogurt should not be frozen. It's a special case for the type of frozen yogurt because freezing yogurt can kill the probiotics. So the good sides of the yogurt will be decreased. Okay, next up is gonna be a little bit more specific. For the coliform containment itself, 50 CFU per 100 squared centimeters is satisfactory. 50 until 2500 is W's, and more than 2500 is unsatisfactory. For the liquid milk itself, temperature on arrival is below 10 degrees Celsius. For the total colony count is less than 100,000 CFU per mil. And for the inhibitory substances, it's less than 0.007 IU mil per mil, or it's same as 0.004 milligram per mil. And for the chemical composition itself, it's more than 3.0 gram fat per 100 gram. For the somatic cell count itself, it's less than 4 times 10 to the 5 per mil. And for the freezing point depression, it's less than 0.520 degrees. And for the titratable acidity, it's less than 0.2% lactic acid. Okay, the next one is milk powder. The milk powder itself has a standard on microbial. For the total colony count, satisfactory is less than 10,000, and doubtful is less than 100,000, and unsatisfactory is more than 100,000. For the coliform itself, it's satisfactory less than 10, doubtful is less than 100, and unsatisfactory is more than 100. For the yeast itself, it's less than 10 is satisfactory, more than 100 is doubtful, and less than 100 is unsatisfactory. And it goes same with the molds. For the Staphylococcus, it's a coagulase positive. The satisfactory is less than 10, doubtful is less than 100, and unsatisfactory is more than 100. Okay, and the chemical for the acidity should not exceed than 0.15% of lactic acid. And for the solubility, the skim milk powder should not exceed more than 0.5 milliliter. And for scorched particles, the filter disk should conform to the DSP of the ADPI photographic standard. For the moisture content itself, it should not exceed more than 4.5 gram per 100 gram. For fat content itself, the skim milk powder should not exceed more than 1.25 gram per 100 gram. For the inhibitory substances, it should not contain above more than 0.006 IU per gram. And the last one is additive material. For additive material itself, for the fruits, the molds should below in 10 CFU per gram. Yeast is also the same, below 10 CFU per gram, and the total counts should less than 1,000 CFU per gram, and the coliform is negative. For the other ingredients include chocolate, the molds and the yeast should below the 10 of CFU per gram, and the total counts is below the 2,000, and the coliform is negative.